Most people are afraid of saying no. They fear conflict. They fear rejection. They fear being seen as difficult. So they say yes. They say yes to requests they do not want to fulfill. They say yes to favors that drain them. They say yes to commitments that add stress. And slowly, without noticing, they give away their time, their energy, their power. Saying no is not just a word. It is a signal that you control your life, a signal that your time and energy are valuable, a signal that you respect yourself. Most people misunderstand this. They think power comes from doing more, from pleasing more, from always being available. But true strength often comes from restraint, from the ability to refuse what does not serve you. Think about your daily life. Everywhere you turn, people ask for something, a favor, a meeting, a call, a task. Every yes carries a cost. Energy, focus, time, peace of mind. And every no carries power. The ability to preserve yourself, to choose what you accept, to shape your life intentionally. Imagine a colleague asks you to take on a task at the last minute. Most people feel obligated to say yes. They worry about how it looks if they refuse. But calm people pause. They assess the request. They consider their priorities. They evaluate the cost to themselves. Then they respond. No, firmly, calmly, without apology. The power of that word is invisible. It shifts dynamics immediately because people are not used to hearing no. They are used to compliance. They are used to automatic yes. When you say no, you create space. You establish boundaries. You assert control. This works in personal relationships too. Friends or family may ask for favors. They may make demands. They may pressure you emotionally. Most people react out of guilt or obligation. Calm people do not. They recognize that saying yes when they do not want to weakens them. They know that saying no is a form of self-respect. And when you respect yourself, others begin to respect you. Saying no also protects your time. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Every yes to something unnecessary is a no to something important. When you say no strategically, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters. Work, health, personal growth, relationships that matter. Saying no is a form of mental discipline. It teaches you to prioritize. It teaches you to value your boundaries. It teaches you to resist pressure. Most people fear saying no because they fear loss. They fear losing friends. They fear losing approval. They fear losing opportunities. But calm people understand a different truth. The wrong yes is a bigger loss than the right no. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you lose energy. You lose focus. You lose power. When you say no to what does not serve you, you preserve your strength. You protect your priorities. You maintain control over your life. This is why saying no is often met with resistance. Some people do not like being told no. They test your boundaries. They push harder. They question your decisions. And this is where calmness becomes critical. Do not react emotionally. Do not justify excessively. Do not overexplain. In affirm.com, no is enough. The more you practice saying no, the easier it becomes. At first, it feels uncomfortable. You may feel guilt. You may worry about judgment. You may feel selfish. This is normal. These feelings are your mind resisting change. They are a sign that you are asserting boundaries. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And the people around you begin to notice. They see that you are not easily manipulated. They see that your time is valuable. They see that your choices are intentional. This builds invisible strength, because strength is not always loud. It is not always visible. It is the quiet authority that comes from self-control, the respect that comes from discipline, the influence that comes from clear boundaries. Think about a situation where a friend repeatedly asks for favors. Most people comply until resentment builds, but calm people respond differently. They say no when necessary. They say yes when it truly aligns with their priorities. Over time, this balance creates respect. People no longer take advantage of you. They value your time. They value your presence. Saying no also teaches others to manage their expectations. It communicates what is acceptable. It communicates what is not. And that clarity reduces unnecessary conflict. Now, imagine multiple areas of your life. At work, you stop agreeing to every task that is not your responsibility. Your workload becomes manageable. Your focus sharpens. Your results improve. In friendships, you stop saying yes to every social request that drains you. You create space for meaningful connections. You build relationships with mutual respect. In family matters, you stop overcommitting to everyone else's expectations. You honor your priorities. You create calm within chaos. Saying no also teaches you patience. It forces you to evaluate every request. It forces you to assess the value of your energy. It forces you to slow down. Most people rush through life saying yes to everything. Calm people pause, they consider, they prioritize, they act intentionally. Every no becomes a statement. Every refusal becomes a reflection of self-respect. Saying no is not only strategic, it is protective. It preserves your mental health. It protects your focus. It preserves your energy. Without these protections, life becomes chaotic. Every demand chips away at your attention. Every unnecessary yes drains your strength. Every avoided no builds silent resentment. But with disciplined refusal, clarity emerges. Your energy becomes yours. Your focus becomes sharper. Your presence becomes undeniable. Saying no also strengthens your relationships. Because people learn your limits, they learn to value your presence. They learn to respect your priorities. Relationships that lack boundaries are often exhausting. They are filled with obligation. They are filled with imbalance. They are filled with unspoken resentment. Clear, calm, consistent boundaries prevent this. Saying no becomes a habit, a natural response, a quiet source of strength that others notice without needing explanation. It also teaches you emotional intelligence. You learn to read situations. You learn to recognize manipulation. You learn to identify when a yes is harmful. Calm, strategic. No protects you from being drained emotionally. It protects your mental space. It protects your priorities. Some people will resist. They will argue. They will push. They will attempt to guilt you. Do not respond with anger. Do not apologize unnecessarily. Do not overexpress. Your calm certainty is enough. Silence after the no often speaks louder than words. People interpret calm boundaries as authority. They understand that your decision is final. They respect the limits you set. Saying no also strengthens your mental resilience. It teaches you to stand by your decisions. It teaches you to value your priorities. It teaches you that external pressure does not dictate your life. You will notice subtle changes. Your days feel calmer, your mind feels clearer, your energy feels abundant, and your relationships shift naturally. People stop testing you. People stop pressuring you. People begin to treat you differently. They respect your time. They respect your energy. They respect your presence. The ability to say no is invisible power. It does not shout. It does not demand attention. It does not seek approval. It quietly shifts dynamics. It quietly earns respect. It quietly strengthens your life. By practicing saying no in small situations first, you prepare yourself for larger challenges. You become disciplined. You become calm. You become confident. Over months and years, this habit transforms your presence. You no longer feel drained by obligations you did not choose. You no longer feel anxiety over people's expectations. You no longer give away your energy without thought. Your life becomes focused. Your attention becomes sharper. Your priorities become clear. Master the invisible strength of saying no. Protect your time. Protect your energy. Protect your life. Practice saying no every day. Start small, then grow. Notice the changes in yourself. Notice the changes in others. Notice the invisible strength building quietly around you.